My name is Tahira Bella, and I'm the Director of PR here, and this is a presentation on navigating a public relations crisis. So what is the crisis? After the game today, the bridge over the player entrance to the stadium collapsed, injuring a number of fans. The fans were lined up along the sides and across the bridge waiting for the players to exit in hopes of catching a quick glimpse or maybe even get an autograph from their favorite player. Shortly after an assistant coach exited the stadium, the fans awaiting began to chant and cheer in anticipation for the players' exit. The weight from the vast number of fans jumping and cheering the already unsteady bridge is being speculated is what caused it to give way and lead to the collapse. It is reported that a grounds worker voiced his concerns about a crack he noticed in the foundation a few months back during his walk around. There are no documented reports from the maintenance department that the issue with the crack in the foundation of the bridge was looked into, addressed, or even fixed. Fortunately for us, there were no casualties. However, a number of very devoted fans were injured and let down by this organization. Their safety was compromised, and this organization faces a possible PR crisis. The organization could gain a bad reputation of having faulty equipment and facilities, causing fans not to return or worse, things like boycott. If fans feel that they aren't safe while attending our games, the organization could lose a large amount of revenue from ticket sales, and then that would then domino effect into the concessions and merchandise revenue of each game. If the public doesn't like the way in which we handle this crisis or doesn't trust that another situation similar in nature won't occur again, the organization could lose valued season ticket holders, vendors, and even partners, as well as further solidify a bad reputation that this crisis could be causing. So the impact are some things I just mentioned where the fans may not feel safe to come to games. And fans not coming to games thus means a loss of revenue, and that will domino effect into a loss of concessions and merchandise, and then the loss of season ticket holders. Season ticket holders, especially our box holders, are our bread and butter, so to speak. And if they stop coming, they have a lot of weight, season ticket holders, and our general public will start to develop a bad reputation, and that's not good for business. So everybody here has an assignment, everybody in this immediate room, and of course your respective staff under you has assignments, but we're a team. We're a response team for a reason. Each person has their role and responsibilities, but we will work in conjunction with each other for the betterment of the team and the organization. So our spokesperson, of course, will be our CEO, the PR director, myself, our senior publicist, our director of marketing, director of fan engagement, and director of social media. The spokesperson will hold a press conference apologizing for the incident, taking responsibility, and explaining the measures that will be taken to ensure that this doesn't happen again. So, for example, he'll talk about a check and balance system, investigating exactly what the cause was, and a more secure way of rebuilding the bridge to avoid this in the future. Myself, the PR director, I will write and send the press release with an initial statement on behalf of the organization, and I will note that the CEO will be holding a press conference as soon as he is available. Our senior publicist will be the point of contact. She will work in tandem with me, and all of our media outlets, anybody of that nature will know to contact her. The director of marketing will quickly market the organization as a safe place that fans still support. So basically, like I said, they're tasked with marketing the organization. And so by doing this, for example, they'll get footage of fans touring the facility, seeing and learning how the stadium was created and is maintained. So like a behind the scenes tour. So they can see the new rebuilding construction area of the new bridge, the floor plan, essentially, maybe behind a case or something that we can display it in. What goes into, how much it costs to upkeep it, AC, things that fans would be interested in knowing that makes them feel like knowing information that everybody isn't privy to. And then the director of marketing will work in conjunction with the director of social media on ways to market the blog contest. And I'll go further into the blog contest a little bit later. And the Director of Fan Engagement. The Director of Fan Engagement will develop a relationship with fans via various shared media outlets to show the love and loyalty to the organization. So this can go by with testimonials. These fans who provide the testimonials and have this feedback and this relationship with us will be able to get seats in these behind the scene tours. And then just videos of fans, talking about why they love their team and how, they felt safe or a great experience that they've had at our facility, and posting that. They will also work in conjunction with the director of our social media to post up-to-date info on changes being made to the stadium, pics of the new bridge in all stages, especially pictures of our CEO visiting, overseeing that things are being done correctly, efficiently, and making sure that we exceed all expectations. And the social media will also announce the contest for the blog contest, which I said we will talk about later. And that's how the initial team is going to start this process of solving this crisis, or at least getting above it, a step ahead of it. So our target audience is the public, the general public of the city. They may not be fans of our team, but they are concerned. This is the city that they live in. Friends or loved ones may come to our facility. Employees, of course. We want our employees to know that they're safe while here and while working. Our board and our investors, the press, of course, and most importantly, our fans. So the message that we have to be communicated, I pretty much have a quote that will come from the CEO, and it just says, "Today after the game, as fans danced and cheered in celebration of the team's victory, waiting to see their favorite players, the bridge above the players' entrance holding some of the fans in attendance gave way. The organization is investigating the actual cause of the bridge collapse and is conducting research on better ways to rebuild the bridge to ensure that disasters such as this won't occur again. We understand the great concern our fans and community have regarding this misfortune, as well as the safety of themselves and loved ones at our facility in the future. As sports lovers, parents, and residents of this great city ourselves, we understand the impact the situation has on our customers, employees, business partners, and community. To all the previously mentioned, as well as all our fans and supporters across the country and even the world, we deeply apologize. More importantly, we would like to extend our sincerest apologies to those injured, their loved ones, and all fans who witnessed this misfortune. We take full responsibility for the events that occurred today and have already begun the process of locating the exact cause and taking the necessary measures to rebuild a safer bridge that all our fans will be proud to stand on and support their team before and after every game going forward, with zero fear of this happening ever again. I personally will be present during every phase of the rebuilding stage to ensure that expectations are not only met but exceeded. Our fans are our family, and it is our duty to guarantee that our family is safe at all times while at our facility." Specific response strategies that we have will be to investigate and conduct research as to the cause and solution to the problem. So that's immediately what we're going to do. If it really has anything to do with not responding to reports of the cracks that were spotted. We're going to rebuild the bridge. That's the most important thing. We're going to also have behind-the-scenes footage of the CEO at various phases and stages of the rebuilding to show people that he's not just speaking about caring, he actually does care. Show him being out there. And we're also going to give them a commitment to safety and training staff on better ways to spot potential safety hazards. So from here on out, we're going to make sure that every staff member is trained and every new staff member is trained on things to look for, ways to spot things that we can point out, how to check and balance ourselves to make sure that things are being maintained. Some of the PR tools that we have are employees will be able to access up-to-date info and news on the employee company website. We'll be using owned media, which would be pictures of our CEO at various rebuilding phases, like we spoke about, on our organization website and our social media pages. Of course, anything that we own. Our earned media, the CEO will have a brief conversation with ESPN, which they can air once the investigation is complete. And that'll just have him speaking about his apologizing again, what we're doing to reinsure people, anything that they're kind of willing to ask us that he's prepared to answer. Our shared media, all of our organization's social media sites will share pictures and announcements and will allow fans to vote on who should win the season ticket blog contest. And I still have to tell you about that. And then the blog contest. It's to target college students to enter a blog contest. They're tasked with submitting a blog post about their love and loyalty and favorite experience with our team or organization. The winners will then win season tickets to the game and the opportunity to be a resident writer for the team blog all season about their experiences as a fan and spectator at the game and the facilities. So going to see the players before and after the game and standing on that bridge and, writing like a writer about what kind of emotion they feel and how safe they feel. And then our long-term recovery plan is a response team and their immediate staff will participate in crisis recovery plan training. So once we get past this initial stage, we will then begin to train everyone here, and then we'll train our staff on what needs to take place. And then we'll maintain a relationship with these key audiences by staying accessible to them via all of our owned media, earned media, shared media outlets and channels, and through our behind-the-scenes tours. So to show people we're really doing things that we should be doing and showing them how it was built from the ground up, video, footage, things like that. And that concludes the presentation.